My question is, I'm feeling stuck, mostly in my career, but also in my personal life and finances too. And I know I feel like I want to change, but I don't know what to do, so I just feel paralyzed, like I'm not doing anything. And then I'm frustrated because I feel I want to change but don't know what next step to take.
So the reason why you're stuck is?
Mostly it's centered around my career. I've been doing the same type of work for 28 years, and I stay with it because I need the money, and part of it is I'm self-employed, and it works. Part of it works as far as, like, I get to set my own hours. So I like that aspect of it, but I don't enjoy the work anymore. And it's draining to go to work. It just feels like it's sucking the life out of me.
Oh, well, then you just have to, you're all of the excuses that you're using for not, making that change, which are probably in the neighborhood. I wouldn't be as financially secure.
Big one, yep.
Other people in my family wouldn't understand that.
Yep.
There would be family drama that I would have to deal with. I would be frightened because I would be entering into new territory that I've never been in before, and it's not my nature to be risky. It's more my nature to be safe. Is that correct?
Right, yep.
Yeah, because you wouldn't be in the same place for 28 years. See, all of these are, you're the perfect person. I want you to read my new book, Excuses Be Gone. I wish I had it done for you.
It'll be done. Wait. I heard about it.
It'll be out next year. Yeah, and it's really about some of the stuff we've been talking about here today. It's like is to really go to look at the thoughts that you have, all of those excuses that I just laid out for you. If you were to ask the question, the very first question, I have what I call an excuses be gone paradigm. And this paradigm is like you ask yourself a series of 7 questions. The first question you ask yourself, is it true? And then you look at, where did it come from? And then you look at, what if I couldn't think these kind of thoughts? And then you begin to look at coming up with rational reasons to change it. But right now, for you have all the rational reasons in the world to change that, because the description that you just gave, it's gnawing at me, it's painful, it hurts for me to make those kind of changes. I always think, like, what if you couldn't think those kind of thoughts? What if that wasn't a possibility? And if you were totally free, if you were completely free and didn't have to worry about all those things that I just laid out, what would you be doing? What would you be doing that wouldn't make you feel so constrained and so, even unworthy of the kind of stuff that you're going through in your life? What would you be doing? Do you know?
I always lean towards the arts. Art, writing. I enjoyed it in school, and I still enjoy it. I just haven't done anything with it. I just got caught up in everything else, and I haven't. But I always go back to drawing or writing, and I've thought of writing children's books. I kind of dabbled it in about 10 years ago, and then I let it go and didn't do anything with it. But it still comes back to me.
What would keep you from doing that?
I think part of what happens is I have the idea, but then I know I do this to myself. I think too far ahead because it's like, okay, if I write something, then what do I do with it? I don't know what. I think I jumped too far ahead. I don't know what steps to take.
Right. And that's a theme of what we're talking about here today. That's really so we get into this worry theme, about, so if I were to do this, then this would be the consequence. And then if I were to do this, and so instead of using your mind and your time and your life energy to be doing what you really, truly enjoy, which is the whole purpose of life, instead you're using it, the minute that you stop, you say, no, I'm not deserving of that. I'm not worthy of that. And then I'm not going to be able to make money. And what are my family going to think if I were to do that? And so all of that stuff that you twist, I call these memes, these are just the thoughts that we have had implanted in our minds from your parents and their parents, and endlessly it goes back into all of this worry stuff. And instead, the way out of it is to say, okay, the artwork. Someone I was on the radio show with last week named Magli in New York. I don't know if you heard the show, but she talked to me about painting that she had done of Lao Tzu. And I finally got it. It was sent to me. It arrived last week. I think it was 2 weeks ago we did that. Well, it's one of the most beautiful creations. In fact, it was so terrific that when I got it and I put it up on my wall, I was so inspired by it, I sat down and wrote her a check for $1,000 and sent it to her, just because I wanted her to know that her first painting deserved, that kind of reward for it. And I think she's going to be a very famous artist. And I would say the same to you. Instead of going through all the worry anxiety, just be in the present moment. Just be in that and practice that a little bit instead of all that worry time.
All right.
Okay,
Thank
sweetie?
you so much.
Thank you. God bless you, my friend.